Another week down, another week of football. What's going on, guys? Mike Trapasso here, back with another edition of my podcast, Fantasy Football Trap Play. On today's agenda, we're going to be talking a little bit about Miami Dolphins running back Jay Ajayi, and then later in the show, we're going to be talking about one of the lost topics in the NFL this season, and that is Cleveland Browns receiver Josh Gordon, who is currently suspended. Going to have a nice clip from Jay Bilas, an ESPN reporter, talking about Josh Gordon and his future, if there is any in the NFL. So without further ado, let's get into the first topic, of course, Jay Ajayi, who was busted onto the scene in the past few weeks in the NFL. Just 2 weeks ago, he gets his first start with the Dolphins, and he rushes for 214 yards against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Really helped the Dolphins in that game, establish the run, but more so win the football game, and that's something the Dolphins haven't done in a long time. Week after that, Ajayi against a tougher matchup, the Buffalo Bills, rushes for 200 yards again, and according to Chris Perkins of SunSentinel.com, Ajayi became the fourth rusher in NFL history to have 2 consecutive 200-yard rush games. Ooh! Yep, all you guys want. The last rusher to do this was, of course, drumroll please, you guessed it, Ricky Williams of the Miami Dolphins. So Ajayi, following in the footsteps of Ricky, and the Dolphins hope to have found Ricky 2.0. So for the first time on the podcast, we're going to be talking about a bit of a darker topic, and that's suspended wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, Josh Gordon. Now, back in 2013, Gordon was amazing. According to Pat McManaman of ESPN.com, Gordon caught for 87 catches, 1,600 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Since then, Gordon has only played 5 games in the NFL. He's had problems staying on the field. He's been battling drug issues. But this year, Gordon's suspension was finally up. He would have been able to play after Week 4. Just as he was ready to go, news surfaced that Gordon had checked himself into an alcohol rehab facility, and he would most likely miss the rest of 2016. So Jay Bilas, an ESPN reporter, highly credible, highly known, says he's gotten to know Gordon over the years, thinks it's an unfortunate situation, and this is what he has to say about the talented wide receiver.
I'll never forget that game he played in Foxborough where the Patriots just could not cover him.
Yep.
Remember that? Mm-hmm. He's just running loose time. 2, 3 Patriots are chasing him. They couldn't cover him because he's big and fast and smart, great hands. He had Hall of Fame ability that was maybe fatally flawed. I hope not, but now he's going to try to defeat his real problem, which will lead him back to a football field, and now you're going to have to tell me, what will he have left?
So on a note like that, I think it's only right to play you guys out with a Josh Gordon touchdown call, something we all hope to hear very soon. We hope that this guy gets better. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for listening. Tune in next week to hear a little bit about Julio Jones. This is Fantasy Trap Play saying so long.
RG3, home run ball, touchdown, Josh Gordon. The adjustment by Gordon, and an indication of what this Browns offense can be through the air.